Guess what time it is? It's time. It's time to pull out your laptop, your iPad, whatever you want to use, because it's time to make your 2026 vision board, okay? No more procrastinating. No more saying, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it by the end of the month. No, we're starting now. It's December, okay? That means it's vision board month. This year, we're going to do something different with the vision board. We're going to make them detailed, organized, precise, okay? We are going to change the game because 2026, we're not playing around anymore. We are getting exact with what we want out of our year. And vision boards, trust me, are like magic. As someone that has been making vision boards consistently for the past 6 years, let me tell you something. They can really change your whole year, because when you have something visually to look at every single day, it really does change how you go about your day to day. Because when you see something that you have intentionally put up, right, and you have decided that this is going to be your life, it will become your life. It's something that you get to look at every single day, which is why I always say, put your vision board in your room or wherever you spend the most time in, or wherever you can look at it easily, because that is so important. No one wants to make a vision board and hide it in their closet. Like, that's not how it works. The whole point is that you see it with your eyes every day, right? When you see something that regularly, it really does change something within your brain, because your subconscious processes it before your conscious mind does. This is not to say print a bunch of pictures and stay still, because it still requires action. But the magic of having a vision board is that it feels possible. It feels like that could be you, and you can do all those amazing things and be all those things that you put up on that board, right? So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first step in creating your 2026 vision board is to create an actual board on Pinterest or any photo finding app that you like, but I recommend Pinterest because it's great for beginners and it's super easy to use. You can find pretty much anything you're looking for there. Any inspiration, I promise you, is probably going to be there. But if you want something more specific, you can even use people's Instagram accounts, like people that you look up to, screenshot their posts. Kind of sounds weird, but like, you know what I mean? This is what's going to be important. You have to create sections within your board so you can keep it organized, right? What I mean by this is divide your dream life into components or themes that you like. For example, one can be health, community, social media, beauty, hobbies, career. These are all different areas of your life and they're very distinct from each other if you think about it. I feel like it feels wrong to look for them all together, and you probably want to set different goals in each area, right? So I definitely recommend making sections within your board. This is super easy to do. I will show you guys right now. First thing, let's go on Pinterest and let's click on your profile, because that's where we are going to be able to create boards. Let's go on create and let's click board. We want to just name it, you can name it anything, but I'm just going to name it 2026. Then we have our board. So let's go on our profile again, and you can see under saved, our 2026 board is now up. Okay, so I'm going to save this pin from my style board to my 2026 board. So let's just search up 2026, add it to that one, and now it's saved to my 2026. So if you go into that board, you can see the pin has appeared. And now let's make this a section, right? So let's press organize and then select that pin and then create section. Just at the bottom, it's a folder icon. And then I'm just going to name this my subsection name, which is just going to be style, and then add to that. And there we go. We have our first section. Now I'll just add one image to each section. And then I'll show you guys the process for the next part. Okay, now that you've done that, it should look something like this. Once it looks like this, you know you're ready to start with the prompts, okay? This is when we are going to start getting nitty gritty. We're going to start being exact with our image searching, right? So what helped me a lot is I came across this video on TikTok and this girl provided literally free prompts that she used, and I really liked a lot of them. So I'm going to pop them up here. Feel free to use the same ones. Remember, each section to really zone down on what exactly you're asking from that section. For example, if it's career related, what companies do you want to work with? Add the logos of the companies that you want to work with to the vision board, and then add your day-to-day in that career as well, because that's super important, because you are literally showing how you will live that part of your life out as well. So get specific with the images, and this really goes back to goal setting at the end of the day, because if you have really good goals in place, things will come. Something that I heard about recently is the Parkinson's law. What that means is, for example, if you have a guest coming over and you have 6 hours to clean the house, you are probably going to use all of the 6 hours to clean the house. You probably won't be done till the 6 hours, right? But if you only have an hour before the guest comes, you can somehow clean the entire house in an hour. This not only applies to our day-to-day situation, it actually applies to our entire life. How our mind works is when we put a set time for ourselves, we can get it done in that time because of that time pressure, I guess you can say. So same for that. When you start setting your goals, start setting them in the mindset that you have to achieve them by the end of the year. Okay, moving on to the third step, Canva. This is when you actually start putting the images together, making it look aesthetic, pleasing to the eye, however you like it. I like to use Canva. Canva is mainly free, very useful for creating collages, and I will show you guys how I arrange my pictures. So when you have added a bunch of pictures to each section, you're gonna have to choose some of them. If you're like me, you will add so many pictures that it will be hard to choose from. But remember, keep the goals in mind and pick the ones that define that goal in the best way. I recommend adding it to something like A5. So when it comes to printing, it is much easier. I like to add all the pictures first, and then I like to arrange them. And some pictures I remove the background of, so that makes it look like little overlays over each other, making it look very cutesy and nice. Canva does have the remove background feature for Pro, but you can definitely find other sites to remove your background for free and just drag and drop that into your page, and then, you know, just arrange it. Yeah, like having one sentence that kind of states the main idea of that theme in your life is great. Then you've summarized a bunch of goals in one sentence. And if it helps, you can use AI for that. I mean, it can be super helpful at times like this to make your process quicker. And even for prompts, AI could be helpful, but definitely check out the ones I've provided already, because someone already used AI for that, and we can just reuse it. And remember, when adding these pictures to your board, don't let anyone tell you your dreams are too big, because they are absolutely not. And this is your dream life. So you can add any pictures you like, and it doesn't matter, because you are going to achieve them. This is literally what a vision board is. It's supposed to be a vision, right? It's not supposed to be something super doable as of now, but it will be doable by the end of next year. And that is what's important. And yeah, definitely don't doubt yourself on that. Once all the images have come together, you have all your themes ready, it is time to print. Guys, this is the best bit, because it's so fun seeing your vision board actually come to life, and I can't wait to do that. I am definitely booking my printer appointment soon with Officeworks, because my printer is going to lose its mind when I start trying to print this many pictures. If you guys live in Australia, even Kmart is really cheap for printing photos, so I recommend. Since it's the end of the video now, it's time. I'll show you guys my 2025 vision board. This feels like I'm revealing too much about myself, but also it's kind of cool to look back on and reflect. So let's do that. This was 2025. A lot going on. I tried the sectioning, as you can see, for this year. I really liked doing this. I kind of can tell when I look at each section what area of my life I'm looking at, and that's what I love. And also, this board has been with me throughout the 6 years I've been making vision boards, so that's crazy. I got this in 2026, and when I got it, it had a frame. Now it does not, so you can kind of tell how long it's been with me. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff on here. Let's go over it. Okay, this is my crazy thing, right? Because I have Korea on here and I'm literally going away for 6 weeks to Korea. When I made this, I had no idea I would be traveling or going anywhere out of Australia, but I know I've always wanted to go somewhere. So I put the countries that I would like to visit, and it was Japan and Korea for this year. And I put like, I think this is like New Zealand here as well. So that literally came true in the most unexpected way as well, because instead of traveling, I get to do something even better, something more fulfilling, because I get to teach and I also get to see a bunch of new stuff. So I feel like that came true in the best way possible, which I'm so grateful for. And we have friends and community here as well. The way I organize this board is definitely different to how I'm going to be organizing this year, but I've kind of mixed some things together, like friends and travel together. But this is, being surrounded by good people, and this has been definitely the case because I've met so many new people in university and I've continued my friendships with people from high school. And so I am so grateful to be surrounded by people that I love and cherish, and I love all my friends. So I genuinely, this has been so true. Another thing on here was style, and I've definitely gotten a lot of new things, especially jewelry, considering I got a job as a retail assistant in a jewelry shop. So I've been really improving my style in terms of that, which has come true. So that's crazy. Dressing up in Indian clothes more, which is something I've been doing more, wearing saris. I wore a sari for this event that we had in our community, and then my career related stuff. So this is something I actually added halfway throughout the year. This is like my degree that I changed. I just added that bit in when I started that degree because I wanted something to have visually to look at. So I added a collage of what I want my career to be like. And this is like stuff I wanted to do this year. And scrapbooking is something I'm literally about to start doing, even though it's December, it's never too late. I'm about to start it for my trip when I go. I'm going to like document it in a scrapbook, which I think will be super fun. So I'm going to be doing that. And I have been wrapping gifts like this for my friends lately. And it's just crazy. There's just so much stuff on here that has come true. And I just get so amazed by that at the end of every year that I just have to keep going, and I have to keep creating a vision board every year. But it really does not take long at all, guys. Like, something's so good to invest in. Like, this board probably cost like $10. So these pictures cost less than 20 to print. So it's a little bit of an investment, but not much compared to all the benefits that comes from creating a vision board. So this comes to the end of the video. I hope you guys found this to be helpful in creating your board for 2026, or at least it got you excited to create your board. And if it was your first time creating one, congrats. I'm so proud of you for doing it, because it's going to be so worth it. Be prepared to be shocked, amazed, excited by all the things that are about to come true. And make sure to subscribe. There's lots of good things coming soon. I'm super excited to share with you guys all the travel and stuff that's upcoming, and definitely want to do more sit down videos like this as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.